Okay, so let's take a look at my group that Facebook suspended. You removed your group. See why. No appeal button or anything. Fake reviews in exchange for money. Never done that. Deceiving people out of money. Never done that. Misleading people about their chances of profiting from investments. Never done that. Click on this. Money laundering, charity fraud, romance, never done that. Grant fraud and scams, never done that. Tangible spiritual, never done that. Insurance fraud, never done that. Job fraud, never done that. Debt relief, nope. Giveaway, nope. Fake documents, nope. Stolen information, never done that. Unauthorized uses of devices, fraud and scam, nope. Adult content, nope. So, never done any of that. Let's go back to Facebook. And let's take a look at the content. Welcoming new members. I don't think that's disallowed. A new product announcement. Talking about a new mount for our V4 unit. Advertising resellers for the product. Welcoming new members. Someone posting about using the product. Talking about the new V4 product. Someone else showing the product being used in the field by search and rescue. Showing the product being used on a tripod. Talking about enhancements to the platform. Another customer who's using the product. Another customer showing off a special mount they're using to connect it to a tripod. Customer talking about the V4 product. Showing 23 units that just came in. An announcement that we're now shipping the product. So I see no violations here. Someone talking about testing the product and their experience. Now we're all the way back to September of 2024. Picture of it being used before the Super Bowl. User talking about how they used it at a event. Picture showing how it's been mounted inside a police helicopter. Talking about the new product. Showing how the product's been used at a correctional facility, case study. Showing how the product's going to be used at a hockey event in Minnesota. Announcing a new product, the Consumer Edition. Showing off a case. New product or product enhancement. Now we're back to November of 2025. Talking about a possible enhancement. Showing how the product's being used at a training event. Short video showing off the new radar screen. Products being shown off at a conference. Advertising a video to show how to use the editor. Video showing off the polygon features of the maps. Our version 3 unit. Talking about a minor update we did to the map. Someone detected a drone out well over 5 miles. Senior PGA tournament where the unit was being used. Here's a picture of a drone flying illegally inside a no-fly zone and also inside a moving vehicle. Monitoring the fireworks on July, for the 4th of July, near Coors Field. Showing the new analytics feature. We're back to July of 2025. feature advertising how we can email a CSV file of a flight. Sneak peek at an upcoming feature from now in June of last year. Customer talking about how they're using it at an air show. Announcement around Aloft that is partnering with UAS Century. Gentleman who was accused of dropping bad things into a prison. That was back in May. Some statistics. UAS Century being used at a LEDA event in Utah. Talking about enhancements that were made to the app. Video that was used at Verticon. Another user talking about using it. Link to a post talking about using drone detections at prisons. Post about how showing the product being used within another product. Third party designing a special case for the product. Article about a drone being flown when Flight for Life is coming in. Here's Super Bowl 49, the drone being on top of the Superdome in New Orleans. Talking about us making the news. And we're just about back to January of 2025. Now we're in December. So, more of the posts. Here's where the drone was being used in Oklahoma, December of 24. Being used in New Jersey during the drone scare. Another post about the drone scare in New Jersey. Using the device to detect drones during a drone show. When candidate Trump came to Denver, the unit was used to help keep the skies safe while he was in town. Talked about multiple agencies using the device to detect rogue drones. So we've now gone back to October of 2024. I think that's probably far enough. So if anyone can tell me what rule we violated in Facebook, that would be appreciated. Facebook refuses to tell me which rule was violated, and that is unfortunate.